Hey guys, I saw this order come up during my last stream, so I wanted to go over it really quickly before I went to bed, especially because I'm going to be tired tomorrow and also busy. Today was my birthday, but my family's been out of town and they just got back tonight. So tomorrow night I'm going to be busy with them, and so I won't get a chance probably between work and that to really go over this stuff. So I wanted to take a minute to read through it, and I try to go over it a couple times, and there's some stuff I still don't totally understand. And I think Omar said he would go over this in a live stream on his channel tomorrow. He's not going to be here with me, but he'll explain some of it to you guys tomorrow, I think. But I will read through it with you guys and just like give my thoughts. Donna, what's up? How is this even possible? And Donna, you're welcome to pop in here if you want. I'm only going to be on for about 15 minutes or so. I'm just going to read through these 6 pages. But yeah, if you want, I can send you a link on Twitter. Just let me know. Okay, I'm going to pull up this order real quick. Not going to waste too much time tonight. We were just playing Quiplash, so I'm all messed up. Thank you, Donna. Appreciate that. All right, let's see. It's your brother's birthday, too. Happy birthday to your brother, dude. All right. Okay. Plaintiff Blake Lively moves to sanction defendant Jamey Heath for failing to produce all video footage related to the birth video that the court purportedly ordered produced on August 27th. Okay. So Jamey Heath produced the 3-minute something, as far as I remember, the 3 minutes and something of birth video that was really asked for in Blake Lively's motions and the Wayfair complaint that she was seeking to compel this stuff from. And she was then saying that's not enough. She needs all footage of their home birth, which is just insane. And horrifying, if you really think about it, to be Jamey Heath's wife, who has done nothing wrong and is not a party to this lawsuit. And she's like, I want to see all this nude footage of this woman giving birth to their child, when all she ever saw was like 1 second of a video, which was basically a still frame, where no genitalia were showing. Jamey Heath and his wife were in the tub where they did the home birth, and the baby had already been born, so the infant was there. And she's demanding to see all this shit that happened beforehand because she's saying, that's not what I remember seeing. As if Blake Lively's memory is a reliable source of information, given the footage that we've recently seen, that we saw months and months ago, where the actual video of the things that happen on set directly contradict her accusations, her claims. But for some reason, she still gets to wreak havoc on everyone. So this is absolute fucking bullshit. We're talking about, even if, and I said this before, even if Blake Lively accused Jamey Heath of being some sort of super creep, right? And even if he were a really creepy guy and he did creepy things and said creepy things, why on earth should you have the right to violate Natasha Heath's privacy by viewing her wide open vagina giving birth to her baby when you've never seen that before? You shouldn't be able to demand that intimate moment. You shouldn't be able to demand her to produce that to you, who is, in her view, I'm sure, harassing her husband with a needless lawsuit. It's fucked up. The whole thing is fucked up. Daily Dose of Vanna, thank you for the $20. Happy birthday to my favorite dance partner. Man, surprised I didn't drop you, to be honest. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Man, this is so fucking frustrating. Because the way that she is like taking this out on random people on the internet, on random, like shooting strays at like random people, random women who have nothing to do with this, even if all of her claims were true, Natasha Heath still shouldn't suffer for this. And yet she's now going to. So let's let's read on. Just Ricardo, thank you for the $2. Judge Lapdog is a fucking disgrace. You know, I'm very I try to be very removed when I make my opinions of the judge. I try to see things in a super impartial manner. I think that there is some truth to the idea that he's giving her everything that she wants so that she can't later challenge this stuff. But This one right here is a bit much for me, honestly. I think this is a step too far. I think even though the general public won't see this, the woman that is harassing her husband and her family is going to have privilege to her home birth videos. That's fucked up. So, all right. Anyways, like I said, let's keep going a little bit. I'm going to kind of skim through some of this. On August 4th, Lively moved to compel the Wayfarer parties to produce a number of documents. Of particular relevance, Lively complained that Heath had failed to produce documents responsive to her requests regarding her allegation that he had shown her and her assistant a video of his wife giving birth while on set of the film. Okay. In this whole interaction where he showed her a video, right? Her and her assistant. It was like a still image, 1 second, and the entire interaction lasted apparently less than 30 seconds. And we're basing this on the Wayfarer complaint, which was the basis for what they were compelled to give. So, in her complaint, Lively alleges that Mr. Heath approached her and her assistant on set and started playing a video of a fully nude woman with her legs spread apart. And we've seen that still image. It's publicly available. No genitalia are visible. There's a baby in there, and she described it as porn. She described a photo of parents with their newborn baby with no genitalia present as pornography. Jesus. All right. Just making sure you guys can read that okay, right? The text is good enough? Get some water real quick. Nanny of 3, happy birthday, Lauren. My twin grandson's 8th birthday was today. Oh, happy birthday to him. Thank you. Appreciate that. Somebody here said, where's all the legacy media crying out against this? And I would like to say exactly. Because they're busy, like, inserting their own captions onto barely audible videos of Justin, maybe saying something resembling what they thought he said. I don't know. And there's enough drama in this whole saga to get clicks without making shit up. And yet that's what we're seeing from TMZ. That's what we're seeing from everyone who follows TMZ, because there are no real journalists at these publications anymore, except for a couple, right? So like Josh from the Daily Mail actually talked to me and reached out to me when I was involved in all this. And he was the only one who did so. There were all these kinds of media outlets who ran with my statements, ran with my image and everything that was happening and got it all wrong. And they could have just sent me an email and I would have immediately, given them all the information they wanted, but they didn't, because these people, they're not real journalists, a lot of them. They're just people who regurgitate content from other platforms. And it's sad. It's sad to see, but that's what we're looking at. MMT 1976, thank you for the $10. Happy birthday, Lauren. Wonder if Natasha can file anything to attempt to block this or give AEO designation. I'm not sure. I know that this is not going to be available to the general public right now, in my understanding. So the good news is it's not going to be like totally out there. But the thing is, I'm not sure it's never going to be released. So that's what sucks, right? But the thing is, like, just the fact that Blake Lively, the woman who has apparently been emotionally abusive to her husband, Jamey Heath, is going to see these naked videos of her giving birth to her baby that she's never been privy to before. I think that's a terrible injustice. And whether or not it's within the technical rules of the court, I can't tell you that. I think you guys should listen to Omar talk about it tomorrow. But I can only speak from a moral standpoint, from how I feel, from what I think is right or wrong, right? And my opinion is, it is incredibly fucking wrong to give this woman unfiltered access to Natasha Heath's nude birthing videos when she was never a part of that, never should have been, was never invited to be. They just showed her a scene where everybody was covered, their genitalia were covered, and there was a newborn baby in it. Right? That's so fucked up. Cassidy says this is unthinkable, the worst birthday present ever. I agree, dude. I agree. Man, this is so messy. I mean, we knew this lawsuit was going to get ugly, right? Especially after discovery was happening, and it's just so fucked up. Hey, Rob, what's up? All right, let's get moving on this a little bit because I'm taking way too much time on this document. Anyways, in her complaint, Lively alleges Mr. Heath approached her and her assistant on set, played that video with a nude woman with her legs spread apart, blah, blah, blah. Okay. The Wayfarer party's complaint against Lively, meanwhile, asserts the following. So this is the Wayfarer party's complaint, which has been since dismissed, but the Wayfarer party's complaint and the accusations in there, the documents in there, that's what was being compelled, right? It says, Lively continued with an outrageous and knowingly false suggestion that she was shown pornography or naked images of Heath's wife on set. This allegation knowingly and maliciously misrepresents an instance when, in connection with the birthing scene, Heath, at the director's request, attempted to show Lively a video that demonstrated the director's vision for the scene. Okay. This video, which ultimately was not shown to Lively, even though she stated she'd like to see it later, as she was eating, is by all accounts beautiful. Since Lively wanted to see it later, what she saw was the first image at the start of the video, which shows Heath's wife, himself, and their baby after his wife gave birth at home, a natural birth or a home birth. So it was a still image at the start of a video. He goes to her and says, you know, this is what we're thinking of for the scene that they've been talking about. And she now wants to see all the fucking footage of their home birth, which is nuts. Okay. Lively therefore maintains that she was shown a video of Heath's wife giving birth, while Heath maintains that he showed Lively only a video of himself, his wife, and their baby after the birth. Okay. Lively grounded her motion to compel documents concerning these allegations in her request for productions. Okay. If your answer to any allegation in the Lively complaint was or will be anything other than an unqualified admission, you must produce all documents and communications concerning such response. Okay. RFP 108 calls for all documents and communications concerning your allegation in paragraph 101 of the Wayfarer SDNY complaint that Miss Lively falsely suggested she was shown pornography or naked images of Heath's wife on set. So what I'm not understanding here is that they produced that. They produced that. So why are they obligated to give her more? Okay. Heath did not oppose the motion to compel responses to these requests. And by order of August 27th, the court granted Lively's motion as unopposed. Okay. He didn't oppose that because he already produced everything, to my understanding, that was responsive to it. Okay. And so there was like nothing else that he should have to show her. Like all of his home birth footage, I don't feel like his entire home birth footage is responsive to it. Like, what the fuck? All documents and communications concerning your allegation one-on-one. Okay. To show she falsely suggested she was shown pornography or naked images. So they showed everything that was responsive to that. So why the fuck should they have, and that's what I'm not understanding here as a non-lawyer, why the fuck should they have access to more than that? Jesus. This is so crazy. Oh my God. This order has to be the most outrageous invasion of privacy, a non-party's privacy I have ever seen. My utmost thoughts, prayers, and sympathies are with Natasha Heath. This is fucking terrible. Fucking terrible. Even if it is some sort of technicality she got it on, like, you're a fucking bitch. Like, do not ever stand up on another talk show and say you're a champion for women and girls' safety. When you're doing this, you're forcing some woman to share her most private, intimate moments of her life with you, someone who has accused her husband of things he didn't do. Like, even if you think that her husband is a piece of shit, you shouldn't force this woman to show her most intimate moments to you in a way that will possibly eventually be released to the public. You're not a champion of women and girls' safety. You're just a bitch. Jesus. So crazy. By Blake's own admission, she glanced at his phone and now she gets the entire birth video that was never on Jamie's phone. That's right. Jamie produced everything that was on his phone, way more than she ever saw. And yet, she wants everything. Jesus. This woman is the worst. All right. Okay. The current dispute is whether the court's order granting the motion to compel required production not only of the post-birth video Heath claims he showed Lively, but also of footage which might support Lively's claim that she was shown a video of Heath's wife giving birth. So even if I've never seen anything to support my point, I should be able to go to a court and say, they need to show me any footage they have that would totally support my point that they were eating super burnt Pop-Tarts that day. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is crazy. Because the court's order encompassed more than the video Heath claims he showed Lively, the additional footage should have been produced. This is fucked up. The local civil rules for the SDNY establish certain uniform definitions governing discovery requests. Among the defined terms is concerning, which means relating to, referring to, describing, evidencing, or constituting. And I just fundamentally disagree that they should have to produce this footage in response to this. Sorry, I just do. And I'm not a lawyer. I know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a lay person, but damn. The courts are for all of us, right? The jury is made up of all of us. It's not made up of lawyers. So, like, it's not made up of lawyers, sorry. So this is just so fucked, in my opinion. Thus, Lively's request for all documents and communications concerning your allegation in paragraph 101 of the Wayfair SDNY complaint that Miss Lively falsely suggested that she was shown pornography or naked images of Heath's wife on set comprises documents that not only evidence Heath's claim that he showed Lively a post-birth video, right? That's all it should be. But also documents more generally relating to the allegation that it was false that Lively was shown naked images of Heath's wife, including ones that might support Lively's version of events. So things that she has never seen that might support her version of events. Wow. Wow. Put another way, paragraph 101 of the Wayfarer party's complaint denies Lively's allegation that she was shown a video of Heath's wife giving birth. Okay. Right. And it alleges instead that she was shown a post-birth video, and she got all of that. She got all the post-birth video, which is all she was ever shown. Lively's request sought to probe that denial. Right, because she's an invasive asshole. Speaking of probes, that Heath possessed a video of the birth, and I'm going to sneeze now, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'm allergic to my dog, and he's been around here for the last several days or so. Somebody says, I'm sure... Sorry, hold on. I lost it. I'm sure LGA is going to be pissed off, too. She already was today. I love LGA. She's great, man. She's very smart. I've been a little out of touch with the TikTok crowd, but I look forward to hearing what she has to say. So this video will be on the docket. No, not right now. It'll be private right now, but we can't say that it will never come out. You know what I mean? LGA is Little Girl Attorney. She's a really smart lady. You should go check her out. She's on YouTube too. If mods, if you can find the link to Little Girl Attorney's YouTube channel, please post it in the chat. I would appreciate that. She's a friend of mine. We met at in person. We met at Donna's party, anyways, a couple months ago. So she's awesome. I love her. Anyways, okay. That Heath possessed a video of the birth and not just of the moments after the birth would tend to support Lively's claim. Wow. And to undermine Heath's allegation that Lively's claim was false. Let's think about that. That Heath possessed a video of the birth and not just of the moments after the birth, would tend to support Lively's claim and to undermine Heath's allegation that Lively's claim was false. Accordingly, it was insufficient for Heath to produce only what he claimed to have shown Lively. Okay, but he produced everything that was on the device that he had on his person to show Blake Lively that footage with. So everything else, he said, was not on his phone. I never possessed these videos on my phone. I can produce everything that I had on that device that I could possibly have shown her in that moment, even though I only showed her 1 second of the video, right? And they want him to produce everything on any device that he had, which is fucking bizarre to me. I'm not saying it's not within the scope of the law. I'm saying the law is fucked up sometimes. The law is not always just. The law doesn't always protect the people it's supposed to protect. And unfortunately, we've been seeing a lot of that lately in this high-profile case. So, oh, fuck. Wow. I'm so disappointed. Like, this is so disheartening, man. I would love to pretend this is just like, oh, I'm going to be angry for a second and I'm like, get on with it. Because that's how I feel about a lot of things in this case, especially like these stupid discovery disputes and stuff like that. Like, it's just, okay, this is annoying for a second and I'm going to move on, right? But no, this is a huge, huge invasion of privacy that we should all be very concerned about, because nobody with money and power should be able to abuse the court system to get your nude images or videos when you're not a party to their case. It's fucked up. It's crazy. And it's an attack on this woman who has nothing to do with this. Whether or not you think Jamey Heath is a creep, Natasha Heath is innocent and not a party to any of this. This is fucking insane. Jesus. All right, give me a sec. All right, guys. The Wayfair parties argued that Heath does not dispute that he showed Lively a post-birth video, and the question of what Lively saw will not be resolved by production of all footage. And that absolutely makes sense. However, Heath does dispute that Lively was shown a video of his wife giving birth. Right? Okay. And the time for Heath to have objected to producing all footage related to that issue was when Lively made her motion to compel, not after he was deposed and was forced to admit the existence of the videos. Okay. So, again, I think this is ridiculous. The fact that he was, deposed and said, yes, there are more videos of my wife giving birth that no one had any knowledge of, I don't think that's something that should be forced to, like, this woman should be forced to be subject to her, I guess, kind of enemy viewing. Like, imagine, dude. Imagine if you're in a relationship, if you're married, imagine your husband's ex-girlfriend or somebody who hates, like, had a crush on your husband and got mad that he didn't want her back, or somebody that, hates your husband for some reason, comes out here and says, like, your nude images or most intimate videos or photos are relevant to some claim she's making against him. And, like, imagine that. Imagine being in that position. And so all of a sudden, this woman who hates you, who's been horrible to you and your family, who's caused you so many problems and wreaked havoc on your family and personal life, is now going to see these videos of your wide open vagina as you're giving birth to your baby. Something that was so fucking personal that it should never be viewed outside of your family unless you absolutely wanted to. This is absolute insanity. This is not okay. Nothing about this is okay. And the people that defend this are so hypocritical. It's insane. They're like, oh my God, everyone will just hate on women for no reason. No, it's not for no reason. It's because Blake Lively actively undermines the privacy and rights of other women who did nothing to her, who she's never met, right? Natasha Heath never did anything to Blake Lively, and yet she's, like, trying to get on the record videos of her giving birth to her baby. It's fucked. And TMZ won't cover it, but they'll cover that, fake whatever about the captions that they inserted into a video of Justin without letting everyone know that they altered the video to insert those captions, right? Nobody's going to pick up on this, except some small YouTubers. This is fucked. God, this is fucked. Okay. This is truly devaluing Natasha's rights and privacy. It's abhorrent. No, it's a common theme with Blake. She doesn't care about the privacy and safety of other women, as she claims. She only cares about the ones that will like her Instagram posts. You know what I mean? So, wow. Okay. Okay. Thus, while it may be undisputed at this point that footage exists that resembles what Lively claims she saw, the question for present purposes is not whether producing the footage will decisively resolve exactly what she saw. Rather, the only question now before this court is whether it has already ordered production of the footage based on Heath's non-opposition. It has. And again, I don't care what the reasoning is. I really don't. Like, maybe he should have opposed it earlier or in a different way. Maybe he should have, done this technically differently. But, like, the fact that his wife is to suffer for this is the reason I have no respect for Blake and no respect at this moment for the court. No, nothing about this is okay. Oh, wow. At least they're acknowledging this in the next paragraph. The materials at issue are no doubt extremely sensitive and deeply personal. They therefore fall within the category of materials in litigation that, while potentially discoverable, are still subject to strict confidentiality provisions preventing public disclosure. For now, guys. For now. Yes. The materials are subject to the protective order in this case, and given their sensitivity, it is highly unlikely that their disclosure could ever be warranted. Unlikely. Highly unlikely, but not impossible. Not impossible. And that's fucked up. In addition to compelling production of the footage, Lively seeks to preclude Heath from offering evidence on that topic of his showing the birth video or any portion thereof to her. That request is denied. So at least they're not going to deny them the opportunity to offer evidence on this topic. How gracious, FRCP 37B provides that if a party fails to obey in order to provide or permit discovery, the court where the action is pending may issue further just orders, including prohibiting the disobedient party from supporting or opposing designated claims or defenses, or from introducing designated matters in evidence. Okay. The district court has wide discretion. Let's see. Among the factors a court is to consider are 1, willfulness of the non-compliant party. 2, the efficacy of lesser sanctions. 3, the duration of the period of noncompliance. And 4, whether the noncompliant party had been warned of the consequences of noncompliance. Okay. These factors counsel against the relief Lively seeks. First, Heath argues that his failure to provide footage was not willful because the best reading of the court's order was that he was only required to turn over the post-birth video described in the Wayfair complaint. Okay. As already explained, the court disagrees with Heath regarding his reading of the prior order. Heath lodged no objection to producing all documents concerning the allegation that Lively falsely claimed to have been shown nude images of Heath's wife, and those documents included ones that not only supported Heath's allegations, but also any that might have supported Lively's. Okay. So let's slow down with this for a minute. He lodged no objection to producing all documents concerning the allegation that she falsely claimed to have been shown nude images of his wife, and those documents included ones that not only supported his allegations, but also that might have supported hers. I still don't see why she should be obligated to turn all this footage over. Ugh. This is so crazy. No, this is so fucked up, dude. I'm sorry, but based on what is being said here, okay, let's again, like I said, read this one more time slowly. He argues his failure to provide the footage was not willful because He was only required to turn over the post-birth video. Okay. Describing the Wayfarer complaint. All right. As already explained, the court disagrees with Heath, okay, regarding his reading of the prior order. He lodged no objection to producing all documents concerning the allegation that Lively falsely claimed to have been shown nude images of Heath's wife. And those documents included ones that not only supported his allegations, but also any that might have supported Lively's. Again, he produced everything that was on his phone, the device that she alleged he used to show her this video. He produced everything that he had on that device. And they're now demanding that he turn over any footage of their home birth that they have that was on his other devices. Right? It's fucking nuts. Nuts, dude. Like her allegations, that doesn't even make sense with her allegations. He didn't bring his fucking PC to the lunch table and say, "Hey, Blake, look at my naked wife popping one out." That's not what happened. Jesus, that's not even what was alleged to have happened. This is nuts. Okay. The court cannot say, however, that Heath's interpretation was so mistaken or unreasonable as to give rise to an inference of willfulness. Second, Heath has not been warned of the consequences of noncompliance. Okay. Third, and perhaps most importantly, lesser sanctions, namely production of the footage and payment of Lively's attorney's fees incurred in making this motion, are sufficient. Wow. The motion is therefore granted in part and denied in part. Heath shall produce the footage within 3 days of this order. The clerk of court is respectfully directed to close the motion. So he does say here, lesser sanctions, namely production of the footage and payment of the attorney's fees, are sufficient. But then when he says granted in part, denied in part, he doesn't say anything about the fees. I'm assuming that does mean that he has to pay the fees, right? I'm not 100% sure, though, so we're going to have to wait and see if anyone else can give us a clear answer on that. But yeah. No, this is fucking nuts. So fucking nuts. Dude, like, this is one of the worst things I've read in this entire case. I feel so sorry for her. And I understand there are rules and procedures we have to follow, but at the same time, I'm reading all about these rules and procedures here in this order, and I'm so disappointed. So disappointed in this branch of our federal government. Like, holy fucking shit. I can't believe you would force a woman to show you that. It's so fucked up. All right. Just Ricardo, thank you for the 2. Happy birthday, Lauren. You're the best. I appreciate you, man. All right. MMT 1976. Happy birthday, Lauren. Wonder if Natasha can file anything. I think I read this one already, but I'm not sure. It won't be publicly available, luckily, right away, but it might in the future. Mikhailai, thank you for the $10. Happy birthday, Lauren. Tomorrow's coffee on me. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Dreamer, thank you for the NZ20. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. King Bob, thank you for the 2. I think Ryan is the one who wants to see the video. Man, who knows, man. And Pandora Fox, thank you for the $5. This is up there with Andrew Cuomo when he subpoenaed the gyno records of one of his accusers. Ooh. Just gross and invasive. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, guys. I think, yeah, it is after midnight. I got to get to bed, so I just wanted to get in here and read through this with you guys. I know that I turned a 6-page document into a 35-minute video, so I'm sorry about that. I usually try to get them pretty quick, but this one made me really mad. So, and I understand there are like procedural things within the law that I can't argue procedural things, right? I can only tell you what I feel is right and what I feel is wrong, and I personally feel it is wrong for this woman who stood up and said, I am a champion of women and girls' safety, not in those words maybe, but pretty much, on Seth Meyers, to come out here and demand nude footage of a woman that she's never seen before and has nothing to do with her lawsuit, to be honest, because she was not on the set and did not play any part in this. Demand that footage be submitted to a federal court. I think that she is a terrible person. So, all right. That's all I got to say about it right now. So, we'll talk to you guys soon. Maybe not tomorrow. Because I'm going out with my family for my birthday. They just got to town tonight and we couldn't go out tonight. So, I will. Are you a Broncos fan? No, obviously not a Broncos fan. I have nothing against the Broncos, though. But yeah. All right. I'll talk to you guys. If not tomorrow, then Wednesday. So, thanks, everyone. See ya. Wait, let me see if I can redirect to anybody. I don't know if anyone else is. Because I do try to help people out like that. Let's see. Redirects to Experience Live. Who do I want to go to? Let's go to Shizzy. Guys, send bacon and robot emojis to my friend Shizzy here. I'm redirecting you to him right now. Let him know Lauren sent you, and I appreciate that. So, see you guys in a couple days, probably. Bye.